Hello everyone and welcome back to CodeChef. In this video, we are going to learn about two very important methods in Java, the equals method and the toString method. These two methods might look small, but they are used in almost every real Java program. They help us compare objects properly, display objects in a meaningful way, and debug programs more easily. And before we jump onto the lesson, make sure you have the online compiler ready to practice alongside learning. The link is in the description below. So let's get started. Before we jump into the technical part, let's understand this with a simple real-life analogy. Imagine you have two identical water bottles. They look the same, have the same color, same shape and same label. But physically they are still two different objects. You can hold one in each hand. Now think about these two questions. How would you describe one bottle to someone? How would you check if two bottles are actually the same? In Java, these two ideas are handled by toString, which describes the object, and equals, which compares two objects. These methods come from the object class, which is the parent of all classes in Java. toString method in Java. Every class automatically inherits from the object class. This means every class gets certain methods for free. One of the most important methods is toString. What does toString do? The toString method returns a string representation of an object. Whenever you do something like system.out.println object, Java automatically calls object.toString to decide what should be printed. Now, the default behavior of toString is if you do not override the toString method, Java uses the default version from the object class. So, the default object looks something like this, the class name at memory address. For example, A at 15db9742. Here A is the class name and the rest is the memory address in hexadecimal form. The syntax looks something like this. Here, getClass.getName returns the class name of the object. Hash code generates numeric code representing the object, and integer.toHex string converts that number into hexadecimal form. All of this gets combined into a single string. Equals method in Java. In Java, when you create objects using the new keyword, each object is stored in a different memory location. Even if two objects have exactly the same data, they are still considered different objects. What happens when we use the equal to operator? The equal to operator checks, are these two references pointing to the exact same object in memory? It does not compare the contents of the object. What is equals? The equals method is also defined in the object class. This is what the declaration looks like. So by default, it behaves exactly like the equal to operator. It checks reference equality, not data equality. So unless you override it, it will not compare actual object data. Now let's look at the equals method with a worked example. Here we are comparing rectangle objects. So we explore how object comparison works in Java using both the equality operator and the equals method. We define rectangle class with two instance variables for width and height. Then we create two separate rectangle objects with the same dimensions and one reference pointing to the first object. The equality operator checks reference equality whether two references point to the exact same object in memory. We start with the class rectangle, which defines a class named rectangle. Then we have instance variables of width and height, and here we have a constructor to initialize values. Now here inside the main we have rectangle 1, new rectangle with the dimensions, and rectangle 2 with new rectangle and the dimensions. We have rectangle 3 is equal to rectangle 1. Now rectangle 3 now refers to the same object as rectangle 1 right over here. Now here we have comparisons. System.out.print this line checks memory references different objects and then gives the output as false because is rectangle 1 equal to rectangle 2? So no. Now then we have system.out.print comparing rectangle 1 equals rectangle 2. It is again false. Now the last line system.out.print line now both refer to the same object because rectangle 1 is equal to rectangle 3. So now let's try running this program. So this is our expected output of false, false and true. Now let's quickly recap what we've learned. Every class in Java inherits from the object class. ToString returns a string representation of the object and called automatically when printing objects. The default output is class name at memory address, the equals method. It is used to compare objects. The default version checks memory references, and to compare actual data, you must override equals. So that brings us to the end of this video. Now it's your turn to practice. Practice on the CodeChef Online compiler and try different variations of what we've learned today. Keep practicing, keep coding, and I'll see you in the next video.